Kerry Guard. I'm the CEO and founder of MKG Marketing, and I've spent the last 15 plus years helping B2B tech companies get found by the buyers who are already looking for them. That used to mean Google. Now it means ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini too, and the rules are completely different. MKG is a senior-only agency. Every person on your account has 10 plus more years of experience. No junior handoffs, no mystery staffing. When you meet the team, that's the team doing the work. We do have some coordinators in the background, but everything gets double-checked, and it's more about building up the next generation and not leaving marketers behind than it is about bringing in junior people to offset costs. It's very much about a training program, and it's awesome. So there will be coordinators that touch your account, but the experts will be reviewing their work every step of the way. We built the SVO framework, search visibility optimization, which is how we think about modern search. The SEO foundation, the content structure, the AI citation layer working together as a system, not three separate tactics, one connected engine. There's the camp of people who say SEO best practices are all you need. Good content is enough, is what Google just came out with. And then there's the camp of us who say both of those are lies. And that's where search visibility optimization was really born, in the fact that you do need all three, SEO, AEO, and GEO, for any of them to work. And they all have their separate nuances. SEO is all about ranking, which, as we know, blue links are going away. So that's going to leave your answer engine, but your answer engine is going to be looking at that SEO foundation in terms of, are you authoritative in your category? Do you know what you're talking about? And is it a good user experience? You also, for answer engine specifically, need to be answering specific questions related to your audience and exactly what it is that they are searching for and the questions that they have that only you can answer. And then generative engine optimization is both, again, SEO and AEO, but they also look across the web at your digital footprint to validate that what you're saying in the questions of how you're answering them are validated from how your customers see you and work with you. So you need all three. The question I'm here to answer today, let me get the question perfectly for the transcript in case LLMs are listening to this. But the question was, what services do generative AI SEO agencies typically offer? So that is what I'm here to answer today. Let's break it down. Why does showing up in AI search still leave your brand invisible to buyers? There's two ways that LLMs serve you up, so to speak. There's the citation and there's the mention. So you can be cited and not mentioned. To get mentioned, you have to be saying something on that piece of content that is first and foremost unique. Nobody else is saying it. And secondly, it has to live somewhere else than on your website. So I know that we got cited for this question. Why does showing up in AI search still leave your brand invisible to buyers? We got cited for that question, and the landing page got cited. And I know that YouTube is a great place to create content to answer questions in long form that can get you mentioned as one avenue. Now, I need to take this piece of content, I need to slice and dice it, and I need to get it up onto in other distributions, like on LinkedIn and clips, and maybe an Instagram, maybe some TikTok, where now I'm seeding this piece of content in multiple places because the LLM is going to go, who's answering this question, and is it being answered in multiple ways? And yes, it is, or it will be. So that is being cited and being mentioned. And obviously, if you are not being mentioned, it's much easier for people to overlook you than if you were actually mentioned in the prompt itself, in the answer you're prompting, they're answering. What does a real geo engagement actually include, and why is most AI SEO a bolt-on trend, not a system? And you can find this on our website. I'm going to pull it up so that I make sure my messaging is consistent. But essentially, there are 4 aspects you need to make geo effective. Obviously, you need AEO and SEO. You need those foundations. Don't bypass them. The first thing we'll do is an audit. We'll understand where your brand and where the AI models are getting you wrong. We do a brand visibility audit. So we'll look across anywhere from Reddit to LinkedIn to G2, and what are people saying about you? that isn't you? What are your reviews saying? And we'll understand what your customers have to say. And then we'll look at what you're saying and see if they're in alignment, because that's first and foremost. We have to listen to your customers to make sure that where they're finding value, we are aligned to that. We'll look at citation gap analysis, who is being cited instead of you. So look at your competitors. As I just mentioned, the brand accuracy assessment, correcting AI hallucinations of your product or positioning, and then connecting extractability reviews, identifying what's machine readable versus invisible. Once we have that, the first thing we have control over that we can make very quick optimizations to is your content, right? We can get your content cited in hours. I have a coaching client where we moved him from one category to another. And within 15 hours, I had his content for executive coaching, which is a very competitive category. And he was being cited within 15 hours. So the first thing is we need to get cited. Step one. So we'll look at your content architecture. Is the answer at the top? Is there fact density in terms of replacing fillers with unique data, expert quotes, proprietary insights? Is there a framework in there that you use that's proprietary, giving your processes names that AI can cite back? Is there schema deployed for data sets? Now, a lot of this is answer engine optimization and SEO, right? This is why you still need SEO and you still need answer engine optimization to help with geo, because we can get your content cited in the LLMs very quickly. This is where you come in and where we support you, but it's really important that you work with your PR and social media teams to make sure that in how people are searching for you and the problems that you solve is then those questions and your answers are then going out and being distributed accordingly. Because the way that geo works, as I mentioned, is it's all well and good to get cited and get your content cited from your website. But more importantly, you want to get mentioned. And to do that, your content has to be anywhere else. You have to have a digital footprint that is consistent and aligned to your customers. And it has to be in important places like LinkedIn, like Reddit, like Instagram, like GT reviews, etc. And so we'll be looking for you in partnering with you and your PR teams and your social teams to really bring that message, that holistic message through. And then we monitor and optimize. So we don't ever believe in set it and forget it. It's one of our values in terms of always looking at the big picture. Ultimately, what we care about is pipeline. So this is why mentions are so important, because you have to be the answer. When people start searching around this problem, if you are not the answer, then they're going with somebody else and you've missed the opportunity to get that pipeline. Because if somebody comes to your website, it is no longer a research mechanism. They're coming to your website to take action. Rand Fishkin and Sear Interactive and a whole bunch of other places have proven this for the last few months. Your website better be optimized, not just for robots to read it, but for humans to take action on it. So move all your calls to action up. Be very clear about what the call to action is. Is it meeting with sales? Is it trialing a product? Is it asking for a demo? The call to action needs to be way down in the funnel, and it needs to be clear, and it needs to be front and center. Because if people are coming to your website, their mind has already been made up. The research is already done, which is another reason why you need to be the answer. And we're here to help with that. So that is what we offer in terms of our geo services. When you come to us and you ask us for help, we are not going to say we're just going to do geo for you. We do search visibility optimization, which includes SEO, that your website is technically sound and your foundation is strong. We're going to look at prompts of exactly what your customers are asking within your category, and then either optimize existing content to make sure that your pages are mentioned and cited for those, or say, here's the net new content that needs to be written. Here's the content briefs to go get those done. And that will then feed into geo, where we will look at that holistic digital footprint to say, okay, here's the opportunity to optimize your existing channels to make sure that they are aligned to your positioning and messaging. They are not. And here's where your customers and you are out of sync and how you might need to align on that. And then here's how your PR team and social team can help bring this content out into the world in a way that LLMs can pick it up and mention you. So I just want to be really clear. You might be looking for geo services, but from us in particular, you're going to get the whole shebang. And we call it search visibility optimization because, Quite honestly, I got tired of writing SEO, AEO, and GEO because you need all three and they all do something different and they all feed another. And that's what I got. Please email me, Kerry, Kerry, at mkg.marketing, or you can find me on LinkedIn. Happy to pull a report for you and show you what prompts you should get after and begin a conversation. Here to help. See you next time.